I'm excited.
I guess we'll just start off with the first question. What's your guys' favorite Christmas song? Favorite Christmas song?
Masters in the Hall.
What? I don't know that one.
It's an English carol. Do you know it?
I've heard of it.
We guys sing it for
Masters.
us now.
No, now you're going to ask me to do that. I can't. It's a very masculine kind of song. We sang it in choir when I was in high school. Masters in the hall, da 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 da, something like that. Yeah.
So you guys had a guys choir?
The guys choir.
Yeah, which was the fun part of being in seminary.
Yeah.
It's like when you get to pray, like when we all gather together as priests and sing.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for me to sing when, like in the parish, it's just hard. But when it's all guys around, it's like easy to sing. And what was your? I remember like being exposed in seminary to a lot of like beautiful music. One of my favorite ones for the Advent season was "O Come Divine Messiah."
Oh yeah.
And hearing like a bunch of guys sing that, it's like it's got a lot of You think about like in those kind of areas, that's the quiet of the night. Because have you guys ever been in a place where it's like super quiet when like out in the country or something? I remember I would spend some time in a monastery in Massachusetts, and I remember it was so quiet at night that you could hear ice on the roof crinkling. And I just remember being blown away by that, laying in bed and just hearing the ice kind of crinkling on the roof. But I imagine that. Well, there is actually, isn't there? There's a whole pious tradition. I think that comes out of St. Ephrem, that the night of Christ's birth, all of the animals like bowed a knee, and it was like there was this like a supernatural silence to it. I think some of the church fathers talked about that.
Yeah.
It must have been neat.
It's called "The Temptation is Due Christmas," and it has all these, and they do a medley at the end. But at the end, after you've taken the traditional Christmas songs and a 3-beat measure and a dancing, and you're driving along, exceeding the speed limit, but at the end they come to just like you experienced at church, "O Holy Night," and they slow it down, and it sounds. My favorite part when the "O Holy Night's" done is if it's done from a choir loft. So above, and you hear that voice in the air, like the angels from above, from a choir loft behind you, and the "O Holy Night" slowly just filters down. And they even do it on the CD at the end, after all this dancing. And I mean, it brings you back to those moments at a midnight mass, where they would sing "O Holy Night" as the communion reflection. And everything got quiet. It's perfect. And then you hit the other track and dance.
I honestly can't think of one right now, but I always enjoy a midnight choral service before the midnight mass. I think that's a perfect way. I found that as a perfect way, at least for myself, to really get into the season. That's a real beginning of the celebration. That it's something that's unique, that happens only at particular points in the history of the year. And so I've always found that just the atmosphere of singing, of praying, of preparation as a way to get ready. And I've enjoyed that. Unfortunately, I can't think of a song that jumps out to me as the song for Christmas. But the services have always been something I've enjoyed.
Yeah. It does seem like the music of Christmas is like unique. I mean, of course, all the liturgical seasons have their own unique music, but like, I think the ones you can connect most with, like your childhood and growing up and things like that, is Christmas music.